This is better. Good afternoon. It's 12 on the dot. Good afternoon. In this video, I'm going to be building a shelf from IKEA for my plants, which you can see are on the floor, and we don't love that. They're not getting enough light, and that's probably because they are it's a bit difficult to explain, and I'm not going to give you a full explanation of the layout of this room, but there's a window here, and there's plants on the floor here, and then there's more plants on the floor here. So what I want to do is provide a shelf here so that there can be multiple levels of plants here by the window, so that there are not plants here not getting any light. Got it? Good. I am an IKEA stan, mostly, actually not really about the products that they sell, well, not really about like the furniture that everyone knows. I just love the IKEA restaurant. Unfortunately, this time that I went, I didn't have enough time to go to the restaurant because we were just faffing around and got there about 4 and it closed at 5. And I'd done a click and collect order, so I picked that up, and then I wanted to go and browse and to find a lamp, but I had almost no time, so I had to rush. Found a lamp, got the lamp, and we had to leave. The restaurant was also closed. Maybe I should have said that first. The restaurant was closed. So we just had to order from a little cafe thing downstairs, and it was still good, but it wasn't the experience that I really wanted. And so I'm maybe actually going back there. Any excuse to go back to IKEA, I'm going to go. And that I did, because I had to go back to IKEA to do some returns, and look at what I got. Look at this delicious spread of food. Is this not high quality gourmet? Is this not restaurant quality food? If I had space in my freezer, I would have bought that, what is it, like a 2 kilo bag or 3 kilo bag of meatballs. There's just something, I don't know what they put in it, but I need that injected directly into my bloodstream. That's not the point. The point here is, I'm happy to have IKEA furniture. 1, because I got to go to IKEA, and 2, I just enjoy building IKEA stuff. Don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm a full-on Bob the Builder, like make furniture from scratch with my bare hands, start sawing and hacking away, but I do enjoy creating things with my hands. I did ceramics when I was in school. I actually was really not good at DT, but that's not the point. I built pretty much every piece of IKEA furniture in my house, I think, with the exception of like full-on wardrobes, built by me, whether or not it was for me or not, because I just enjoy building IKEA furniture, especially just, you know, now that I'm older. Well, it's not to do with age, but when I was younger, I didn't do as much. Now, you know, just give me 3 hours, let me have my YouTube video set up, my podcast, my film, whatever, and just let me get into the zone and get this done. And that's what we're doing today. So today I will be building the shelf. I've got my YouTube set up over here. I've got my drink out of view up here. And I want to get this done in less than an hour. Mostly because I don't have a lot of storage on my phone. In fact, it's telling me that we've got 39 minutes of filming time, and we're already at 3 minutes 15. So it's gonna be a bit of a race against time. If it stops recording, then it stops recording. That's actually just what I'm going to say. I'm not going to do anything too stressful for myself. This is it's easy like a Sunday afternoon, so I'm not going to stress myself for the hashtag content, okay? I don't think I have anything else to say. So let's begin. The first step for me is always open the package, lay out all the pieces, and make sure you have everything that you're supposed to have. So that's what we're going to do first. While these clips play, I just want to very quickly talk about Ceilings by Lizzy McAlpine. This song has been rattling around my head for weeks. I don't know what it is. The song isn't new, and I was even supposed to see it live last year, but she cancelled the end of her tour. But I don't know, this song, it speaks to me in a way that I can't quite explain. It's just, I highly recommend this song for anyone who's looking for something that's a bit emotional and dramatic. If you want to pretend like, you know, you're in a music video when you're listening to something on the bus or on the train whilst you're looking out the window, this is the song for you, 100%. Okay, let's return to whatever I was talking about over here. Okay, 1, they're not. They laid out the. I don't know if it's my own confusion, but they've laid out what you're supposed to have in terms of nuts, bolts, screws, all of that, but not in terms of the main pieces. Not that it's actually difficult to understand because there's literally 4 legs, 4 shelves. Simple. But I have counted all of these, except there's supposed to be 38 of these. I'm not counting that. Like, look, they're here. That's probably 38. Maybe if you pause it to count if you really care, but I don't. Well, drop 2. That's now down to 36. It looks pretty straightforward because I'm not going to do all of it because there's an optional bit. Well, I'm saying it's optional. I don't understand, one, what the panel at the back is for. Like, what I might do it when we'll see when we get there. And then 2, there's an option to mount it to the wall, but I won't be doing that either. So it really is actually as simple as just this double page spread right here, which is pretty much, if you didn't give me any instructions, I probably would be able to do this because it is just put it together and put the screws in, you know? So now that I've said that, it probably won't be that simple, but there you go. In this interlude, I wanted to quickly update on my plants. We've been going through some tough times lately. I want to speak into existence. I have just overcome, amen, a very bad fungus gnat problem, which has lasted so far about a month, and I have now overcome it again. Amen. I've overcome it. But the plants themselves have been doing. Some of them have just, I don't know what's wrong with them. They've just started to drop leaves. Some of them are going brown. Some of them are just growing really slowly. And I don't know what is going on. It feels like everybody's just in a bad mood. But it does seem like things are turning now. Maybe it's because we're getting closer to spring and it's less cold and less miserable outside. But yeah, pray for me, pray for my plants. And I do think that everyone will be fine eventually, but it's been a bit difficult. And I've also been a bit disengaged, but maybe it's because it's a bit of a cycle where they're not doing well, so I'm less engaged, but then because I'm disengaged, they're not doing well. But yeah, this is probably part of the circle of life, to be honest, but I just wanted to say that out loud. Okay, update is it's actually a bit awkward in the parts. I hope you can hear me because I'm not really talking at the mic. But it's a bit awkward in parts because you have to line up the slots on 2 different pieces whilst also screwing in a screw. But the pieces, there's like 2, this is such a terrible description, there's 2 screws per joint and they don't perfectly align, so you have to kind of put one screw in loosely, put another screw in loosely, and then once those are aligned, then you tighten both. And I did not understand that technique for the first round and a half. So now, I think we're now moving faster because I've worked out that this is the best technique to get it done. So now I'm on row 3 of 4, and I would say I've just completed this row at twice the speed of the first, maybe even 3 times the speed. But it was not looking good initially. Also, I'm gonna run out of storage. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna cut the cameras until I'm like almost done, because it is also just the same thing over and over again. Like, it's a very simple build of just repetition of put this in here, screw this here. Because there's 4 shelves, I've got to do what's that? 2, 2, 2, 2, 4 screw, no, 8 screws per shelf. So it is just a lot the same. So even though I wanted to speed it up, we're gonna have to montage instead. So we've got 9 minutes left on recording space, so I will chat to you in some time. This is where we are. It's looking very much constructed. It's a shelf for real. Well, it's actually not a shelf, it's a shelving unit, if we're being precise. Just doing the last few screws now. This has been, like I mentioned at the beginning, an easy build because it's pretty much do the same thing 4 times over. So once you've got your technique down, it's not that hard. But this is my preferred one because it means I don't have to like keep looking at the instructions, and I can actually just sort of do it. And so I'm quite happy, and I'm also happy with the way it looks, which is also good. I don't really have much more to say, so I'll come back to you in a second. Okay. Now, what my confusion is, okay, first of all, shelf. It's a shelving unit. Done, pretty much. What I don't understand, right, is, so I've done all this, cool. I didn't understand it when I saw it in the pictures, but I super don't understand it now. This thing. Why? What's it useful for? Like, it's this. So it would go here, I think. Wait, it doesn't fit there. So maybe here. No. Huh? Oh. Here. Like this. You can't see a thing. Let me bring that down. This goes here. Literally why? What does that do for anybody? Oh! Okay! Now I'm getting it. Also, you can do it at any level. I guess it's because you could use this as a bookshelf. So this would provide a back so that if you slot your books in like so, they're not going to fall out the back. Okay. I was about to start cussing out IKEA. Like, what on earth are you actually trying to do here? Okay, sorry. So now I need to think about where I want books to go, if I do want books at all. Thoughts. I'm thinking, I do think I want to put some books on here, because this is right by my desk. I would say, if I'm sitting, this is my desk, so typing, reach for a book, or reach for a book. Reach for a book, or, let me get my tape measure, one sec. Are these the same height? No, this is slightly shorter, I thought so. Yeah, these two are the same height and this is slightly taller. You can't see. These bottom two, same height, this is slightly taller. But what's more important is probably I should bring the book that I'm going to put on this damn shelf. Okay. Okay, that's the tallest book fits on the smaller shelves, so that works. So I think I'm going to put this shelf as this level. Well, I could even do it here because no, I'm gonna make it the top shelf. Okay, top shelf. Okay, so I lied, and I realized as soon as I said it that it was untrue. This thing doesn't fit on all the levels because, like I mentioned, this level is taller than these two levels, so it can only go between these two, so I put it here. Okay. We're done. Shelving unit complete. Wow, can't get it in one frame. Really cannot get it in one frame. But if I put it on the floor, can you see it? Maybe I rotate it this way. There we go. Ta-da! Just imagine all of these plants just thriving on this shelving unit. Wow, amazing. I'm done. Yeah, thank you for watching or whatever. Sorry, no, that's dismissive. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, then I'm happy for you that you enjoyed it. I don't actually have anything to say. I started an outro and then I'm not really sure what I'm outroing, so yeah.